You are not a fool, but you keep missing this. You see it, you ignore it, you regret it, and the worst part is, it keeps happening right in front of you. What if I told you the biggest lying signal is completely silent, and once you notice it, you will never trust the same way again? You have been trained to look for the wrong signs. Nervousness, sweating, avoiding eye contact. That is what movies taught you. That is what people repeat. But here is what nobody is admitting. The best liars are calm. They are composed. They look you straight in the eye. That is why you keep getting fooled. The real signal is delay. Not long, not obvious, just a fraction of a second. When someone is telling the truth, the answer comes naturally because it is already stored in memory. But when someone is lying, their brain has to build the answer first. So you ask a simple question like, "Did you call him?" And instead of an instant response, there is a tiny pause. Then they answer. That pause is the construction of the lie. Watch for it. Stop listening only to words. Start watching timing. But here's where it gets darker. Liars over-explain simple things. Truth is usually short and direct. Lies need support. So you ask, "Where were you last night?" And instead of "I was at home," you get a long story about traffic, who they saw, what they ate, random details you never asked for. That is not clarity. That is distraction. They are trying to bury the lie under information. The more unnecessary detail, the higher the chance something is being hidden. Cut through it. Bring them back. Ask the same simple question again, and watch how the answer changes. This next one rewrites everything. Truth stays consistent. Lies mutate under pressure. Memory does not need to adjust. Fabrication does. So if someone tells you a story, come back later and ask the same question in a different way. The truth will remain stable, but a lie will shift. Small details will change. Timelines will move. Words will be replaced. For example, first they say they left at 8, later they say it was around 9. That inconsistency is not random. That is the lie struggling to survive. The lie is not in what they say. It is in how long it takes them to say it, how much they say, and how often it changes. So which one are you? The one who keeps getting played because you only hear words? Or the one who reads patterns, timing, and behavior? Because once you see this, you cannot unsee it. You start noticing pauses, you start hearing over explanations, you start catching inconsistencies, and suddenly, people become predictable. Drop "I see it" if you are locked in. Save this before you forget it. Send it to someone who needs to wake up. If you're not following me right now, you might never come across this again. But if you are already ahead of most people. You see it, you ignore it, you regret it. This is strictly for educational awareness purposes only.